What's up everyone, Steve here. In this video we're gonna learn how to do microphotography. First, let's know what is microphotography. Microphotography is extreme close-up of usually smaller things, in which when we photograph, the size of the small subject is greater than the life size. So the first thing that comes in our mind is how to do that. First thing we need is a micro lens or extension tubes. In this video I'm going to use a micro lens. I don't have extension tubes, but they're going to work as same. So you can see here I have a micro lens of 40 millimeter. Sure, my camera, please get it. You can see it's a Nikon 40 millimeter micro lens, and I'm using it on Nikon D7100. It's really important to use a micro lens or extension tube because to focus that close, the normal lenses, they can't focus that close, and if they are able to do that, but your frame size is going to be a lot bigger. So to able to get a little bit closer, you need sort of extension tubes like this, and you can also increase the length in extension tubes. They're like, usually there are 3 parts. If you put one, it's going to be a little more magnifying. Then when you use 3 of them, it's going to be a lot more closer, and you are able to focus more closer. It's going to magnify it a lot. And I also saw some people using their kit lens inverse. They put there's adapter you can put on your camera body, so like that you can inverse your lens and you can use the front side on the body and the back side will focus really close. You can check that out, but I never tried it. So first saw some video and learn about it, then try it. And the second thing, we need a small aperture. What that means is while we are taking a photograph and our aperture is too big, like if it is on f2.8, my lens have f2.8, so if I'm taking a photo, it's going to be a little part of the subject going to be in focus. So we have to take care that our entire subject is in focus. So in order to do that, we have to bump our aperture to somewhere f11, 16 or 22. These are the sweet numbers you can go to. If you're shooting at that small aperture, we really need external light, sunlight or a flash like this. I got this what is it, Godox T focus. I got this Godox TT350 for Nikon. Really handy flash, cheap, but works great. You can also use a continuous light that I'm using in my background like that, and that's just a bulb on a tripod. Focus, man. It's not focusing on it. So yeah, you can use external light source, which is really good to have because you're using that small aperture, and when you're capturing your image, it's going to be really dark, so you need an external light to light up the whole frame, whatever. You have to use manual focus because you can't believe your camera to be focusing that tiny thing. You can't just tell your camera to focus on a particular space. You have to use your fingers to adjust where you want to focus, where you need the camera to be focusing. The fifth thing we need is a tripod. Why do we need a tripod? Because we are at a shallow depth of field. If we just move behind a tiny little back or in the front, our object is going to be entirely blurred. Our entire frame is going to be blurred actually, because we are focusing at little tiny thing, and if we moved our camera, any shakes will make the entire image blurry. So better using a tripod. And the sixth thing is have some patience while you're taking photos of really tiny thing or any ant or a flower. You need to have some patience, because to get the perfect shot you want, you need some patience. You have to take like 1,000 photos until you get the shot you want. So please have some patience while you wanna take the kind of shot you want. So now let's go out and take some really interesting micro photography photos, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram so you can share your photos with me on Instagram through Jazzy Photos, and I will be reviewing your photos and you may get a shout out on my next YouTube video. So tag me now. Okay, let's go out and let's see what can we get. So here I am in my backyard, and I thought it will be interesting if I shoot this little flower. Let's see. And this will be my first photo of micro. Let's see. Oh, there's a really cool aim. Let's try to get it. Oh, it fall down. It's gonna come back up. Where did it go? It's really hard to pull my flash somewhere. Where did it go? It's right there. It's right there. I found it. I have to get really close to it to get the shot. Here's the setup. I think you can see. Okay, the flower is right there. It's too tiny, and when we are focusing, there's a little trick that you can use while we are focusing on the subject. So let me see if you guys can see it. Let me just bumper aperture. So the flower is right there in front of my lens. Right there, the yellow, and when you guys see, it's right there. Let me just move this plant away. So when you have to focus, you can just hit that zoom button and then go up. Now you can see that the flower is not in focus because I can't see any details in the flower. So I have to move the ring until I see any details in it. Okay, now you can see there are literally red details I can see. So now I know my flower is in focus. I will just hit the shutter button, and there's our shot in focus. Now I'm going to try. There is a leaf of the tomato plant, and it have like a tiny little hole in it. Let me try to show you guys. It's right, that one. Can you see there is a hole? I will be trying to capture that place, that little tiny hole. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my flash at the back side of that hole, so it will be a really cool effect. Let's try. So set up camera, live. It's right there. Yes, it's right in front of me. Oh my god. Let me try it in this shape if we can, because the photo is really interesting, but the place is like the leaf is so small and it can't fit in the frame, but it's going to look more interesting when it's in portrait. Please, let me try once again. It's coming out really good, I swear. Damn, look at that photo, guys. This is amazing. So now let's find more interesting things in the backyard. Okay, wait. Look at this pond. Look, can you see that little curve? Okay, look. Can you see that little thing? That curve? I'm going to try to photograph that. And there is a little problem. because my flash, maybe because I can't put my flash anywhere here, or maybe I could just put it on the ground and maybe that would work. Or maybe I can just hold it in my hand. So 640 is my shutter speed, my aperture is at 16, and my ISO is at 320. Let's see if I can make it. Okay, this thing is in focus. I captured it. Let me change the flash. I'll be putting So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, stay tuned and stay creative. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and follow my Instagram and tag your images to Jazzy Photos. And see you in the next one. Bye.